Just here's some of the stuff. Here's like a ball joint kit, and here's a headlight polishing kit, and here's like a... Hello and welcome to How To Automotive. In today's video, we're hanging out in the shop because I've been doing all kinds of projects, and I got tools and parts and everything scattered everywhere, and I need to get organized so I can get more efficient with working. So I thought I'd invite you guys to hang out with me. I'll show you a little bit what's going on in the shop, how much tools I got, kind of a mini shop tool tour. And also we're gonna work on a few projects, so come with me. So this is walking into my little shop here. It's just a couple 100 square foot little space here that I house all my tools. So as you can see, these are some of the tools left out from projects that I was working on. Here I got the new Insider ratchet here from Milwaukee. If you haven't seen that, it's a pretty cool tool, and I have a full video on that. I'll leave a link in the description. So I need to get this all organized. As you can see, the floor is kind of dusty and dirty, and the reason why is we have horses and goats and stuff, and they live outside, so as they walk around, the dirt and dust on them. So I need to blow this out and kind of just get things cleaned up. Now underneath this banner here is more cases of tools. There's tons and tons of tools in here. So as you can see, so they're not really, I mean, they're semi-organized, but they're not really in any particular order. So I need to come up with a plan to get that all organized. Over here is vacuum and vacuum equipment, a welder and stuff. Here's the main toolbox. It's kind of got stuff thrown on top of it from jobs I was doing, or you know, I had to unbury something, so I pile stuff up. So things are piled up everywhere on this side of the shop. This is kind of a compressor and paint sprayer, and this is a generator here. Got a little old Strat guitar on the back there, some car parts, chemicals that I use up here. And then above up here in the loft is a bunch of car parts and accessories and stuff that, you know, not used daily. These are all like from lift kits from Jeeps and stuff like that. That's up there. And additional car parts over here. Just more stuff. This is a project I'm doing right here. This is a paint locker. This is actually an old school gym locker that I'm painting it more my style colors and stuff. It used to be maroon, now it's blue. And we're kind of restoring it. Some of those parts are still over here outside. Anyways, right here is a another shelf right here. This is kind of chemicals. A lot of these chemicals were in that paint locker, but they're just over here for now. You know, one of my shelves over here, this is pretty much old car parts and stuff. These are all the under shields and bumpers and heat shields and stuff that were taken off vehicles. Actually, most of that stuff belongs to my daughter, so I'm gonna take that over to I have another storage shed. I'm gonna put those away into a storage shed. Got my riding lawnmower here that I need to find a permanent home for it. We had a rainstorm, so I put it under here so it got protected. Right here is Blue Z underneath the tarp here. One of my projects today is to put the spare tire right here on Slickstone, the Jeep here, and get it ready for a photo shoot so we can get it up for sale. Well, originally Slickstone had a 5-lug pattern here, a 5-on-5 lug pattern, and we put full floating conversion kits on the axles here that holds a 8-lug pattern. And so to get the spare tire on here, I need to install this adapter that I purchased right here. And so I'm gonna get started by getting the spare tire project out of the way real quick, and then we'll move on to cleaning up the shop. So the first thing I have to do is I have to take this adapter apart. So I have to take the outer portion of it off. So I need to take these Allen screws off, and then I need to bolt the inner portion of this hub to the back of the spare tire carrier here. And that's the 5-lug portion of it, and that converts it to 8-lug so I can put the tire on. Now I know that spare tire is not made for that heavy of a tire and stuff. This is just to keep the Jeep all in one package. And we're gonna put it up for sale. I would recommend to the new owner, upgrade the spare tire carrier to a much beefier one that handles the weight, because that tire and wheel combination is well over 100 pounds. You're probably gonna see me struggle when I go to put that on. It might even be funny. All right, so I'm gonna quickly take this hub apart. Work up here. Now, This portion will mount onto the spare tire carrier. We'll put some lug nuts on there. So here's the inner portion of the housing. That's bolt up onto the 5-on-5 lug pattern. Put the lug nuts on there, tighten that down. Then we'll put the outer half on, tighten all those bolts down. All right, so now we got the inner portion bolted on. Now we're gonna put the outer portion on like this. Bolt this up. And now it's been converted to an 8-lug pattern. So like I said, this wheel and tire combination is well over 100 pounds. I think it's like 115 or 116 pounds, something like that. It's a little bit more than I want to put pressure on my back. It's a little awkward because it's such a big tire. So I'm gonna use my floor jack here. I'm gonna jack this up as high as I possibly can. That way I only have to lift from the highest point, like just like a couple inches, and then boom, slam it onto the tire carrier. And hopefully that works out. As you can see, it worked. I was able to get it off the jack and onto the spare tire carrier without straining my back too hard. So now I just need to go find some lug nuts and get that bolted up. So we got the Jeep spare tire all taken care of. Now I'm back in the shop here, and I got the AC fired up, and we're gonna dig into cleaning up the shop. As you can see, it's pretty much a mess because I've been doing all kinds of jobs, such as struts on my BMW, getting the cars ready for car shows, cleaning, detailing, all that stuff, and there's stuff everywhere. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just blow out as much of the dust out of the shop. So I'm gonna get my leaf blower and just blow it all out here and blow off all the shelves. Just blow off as much of this stuff as I can. And then what I'm gonna also do is I'm gonna get all this stuff and load it up in my truck and get ready to transfer it over to my other property where we have a storage shed. This stuff's all gonna go over there. And then eventually we're gonna make ads and then try to sell this stuff and get rid of it. This is all, they're just covered in dust, but they're all, you know, BMW parts is what these all are. All right, so I blew it out real quick. I wanted to give you a quick little tour so you guys can see the bench top here is pretty jacked up and needs to be all put away. All this stuff needs to be put away. We're going to tackle that. When I'm looking at everything, it's a little overwhelming how much stuff there is and how much little space where you can put it away without it being stacked on top of each other so you can get to it. So that's the challenge, is putting everything away and organizing everything in a way where it's not on top of each other and you can get to it. So I have a mixture of household tools and, you know, automotive tools, as you can see here. It's 90% automotive, but there is some household stuff in here, and that kind of clutters things up and makes it a little difficult, but I'm working through it. So that's my goal today, is just to work on this and just get a better sense of everything. Here's the top of my tool cart. This, for me at home, this is a toolbox, but at the shop this would be considered a tool cart. And you know, it's pretty loaded up with everything you can see here. Got tools on the lid. You know, it's pretty loaded up. This toolbox is definitely full. So I have a pretty good selection of, you know, automotive style tools. Very few home tools in this box. There is a couple, as you can see here. Power probes and torches and micrometers and you name it, it's in here. Drill. This is the drawer. This is where all the drills and drill bits and grinding bits and that type of stuff are in here. In here we got some different assortments of ratchets and stuff going on. And down here is impact guns. I don't even know how this got in here. A set of sockets. This should be up in here somewhere. Got more sockets over here. Over here is more impact sockets here. These are new. In this Milwaukee pack out case here is my new Forge battery and the new supercharger battery charger here. So I need to find a home for that and then repurpose this case here to make it usable. I got another pack out case over here in the back. This one here houses all my their drills and impact drivers and stuff, and half of them are out, as you can see here, and just thrown in there. On the wall here, I got my polishers. All these cases are all automotive related puller sets and chargers and different socket sets. Which one is this one? This was a this is another socket set. This is one that should go in the uh-oh drawer, but it's a little big. These are kind of cool. These are extraction sockets for big bolts and nuts and stuff. Pretty cool, but not an everyday use. That's why it's in a case, and that's why it's in the shelf here. These are Volkswagen lug nut locking lug nut sockets here. Not an everyday use. I have a couple other sets of locking lug nuts over here. These are like bolts and extractions. Actually, these are bolts, just extra bolts and stuff like that in this pack out case. And this here is a set of Milwaukee sockets. You see it's dirty. And a few of those sockets are in the main toolbox here as a ratchet and stuff. But that's a pretty cool, handy little tool kit. There's just no room for it in the box, so it sits over here. There's a tire pressure pump. Back there is a coolant pressure tester, and I believe that's a front end ball joint set back there in the very corner. What else we got in here? Compression test kit, fuel pressure gauge set, fan clutch tools, just a bunch of stuff in here. What else is over here? This over here is jack stands, and these are some of the household tools over here. You know, cut-off saws and not cut-off saw, but circular saw, and look at these. I can't remember what these are. I think these are hole saws. We'll see what these are. I'm pretty sure these are hole saws. Let's see. This is a major surprise to me. Oh no, sockets. Socket set, standard sets. I don't use these very often. That's probably why I forgot about them. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool find. This is the MIG welder here, and then right here is my cordless M18 vacuum here. As you can see, stuff are flying around everywhere. These are all accessories for the vacuum, different types of accessories. Pretty cool. These are vacuum accessories here. Here's my little mobile service cart, chop saw behind it. The main toolbox for now. I have a 84-inch Platinum Series cornwall toolbox that'll eventually go right back here in this wall here. I'll probably have to remove the loft or raise the loft up to get the toolbox in here, because it's got the hutch on top, and it's a little over 6 feet. So I haven't measured from here, but I think with the top up, it might be interfering, so we may have to raise this loft up here. Here's a couple of vices that I have here that need to be mounted. This one I found at a garage sale. It's an antique one. It's pretty freaking cool. I love this thing right here, but the jaws are a little small. This is the one I got from Eastwood. Love this one. This one used to be at the shop. I brought it home for my for home use here. The car parts off the shelf here, so we're gonna reorganize this and make it more utilized. I'm probably use all this. This shelf is probably going to be used for all the household stuff, so that'll go over there, and I keep all the automotive stuff, you know, in the shop area. So now I'm going to run these over to the storage shed, throw this stuff in the storage shed. I was going to start in here. I did put a few things away, but I decided I'm going to take this trusty old hammer here, and I got another project outside. Right here is a cabinet that we're going to restore, and we decided to change our mind on the project, so I'm going to bust this up, throw it in the dumpster, and get rid of it. It's got a lot of rain damage and stuff, so it was worse than what we thought. We got it for free, so I'm gonna bust this up and get rid of it and clean that up, and then get rid of some of the trash car parts around here, and get rid of all that stuff and clean that up. Pulled all the cases out of the shelf here. I'm gonna blow all that out and get that all cleaned up, and just here's some of the stuff. Here's like a ball joint kit, and here's a headlight polishing kit, and here's like another front end service kit. These right here for testing trailers. This is also for testing trailers. Fan clutch tools. I got big sockets for 4x4s. You know, smoke machine, evap testing equipment. This here is what is that? That is a coolant pressure tester testing kit here. Here's a fuel pressure kit here. Hole saw stuff here. So I got all kinds of cases everywhere. So I'm gonna clean that up real quick, and then I'm gonna organize it all in these shelves here. So I'll put like the front end suspension stuff in one area, the diagnostic stuff in one area, you know, that type of stuff, and get everything organized. We got lots of cases with sockets and stuff. We'll get that all dialed in. Now I've loaded up the cases back into the shelf here. Everything on the right here is diagnostic tools. Down here below is all the heavy front end suspension type tools. All these right here are all sockets. These are all different sockets, sets and stuff that don't fit in the toolbox. And then down below is like service tools, like fan clutch tools, transmission service, stuff like that. So, and then I was able to get my power inverter off the bench and down under here. So now I'm going to work on cleaning out the top of the bench real quick. So I'm super pumped on how it came out. The bench top is cleaned off. I got all the cases reorganized underneath the bench here. Top of the toolbox is cleared off. Went through everything a little bit. I didn't like super detail everything inside there. Got some wrenches hung up here on the magnets. You know, just made things much easier to get to. You know, everything's organized. It's got a home now, so I'm really pumped on that. The inside of this side of the shop came out pretty good too. So I wanted to share with you guys something really cool that's coming to the channel, something I'm very excited about. It's a new project vehicle that we're going to have fun with. We're going to do some work on, we're going to build, and we're going to race it. I'm going racing. My daughter and I are going to take it, and we're going to do some autocrossing. So come check out the new How To Automotive ride. So check this out. See something cool? Right here is my new to me 2013 BMW Z4. This is the E89 model. This is the S35i, 307 horsepower, crimson red interior, pretty freaking cool. Hard top convertible. This is my favorite part about the new hot rod here. Pretty cool. It'll take about 20 seconds. That's pretty freaking cool. Supposedly, it'll do it in reverse. First time trying it.